To Bouldereva, spins left and banks it in.
Yeah, let's do something different this half. Get the ball to Nos.
She's got 13. Maybe shoot with the right hand once in a while as opposed to the left, whatever. 39-11, Middle Tennessee with the lead. Backus in front court for the Lady Braves, who are 5 of 24 from the field this afternoon. Tried to split two defenders, somehow got it back. Fall away jumper's good, wow. Zanaya White, little fall away from 8 feet, little rainbow shot that went in.
Yeah, got to give Alcorn a little bit of credit. They've done a pretty good job of the 50-50 game.
Gregory for 3, that's too strong. Rebound to the Lady Braves. White front court, picks up the dribble, sends it to Brown. Jumper from 15 is no good. Scott had the ball hit the board one more time than she was expecting, and so she didn't get the rebound, but Enrique was right there to secure it.
May have caught that lip of the backboard pad coming off.
There's Bouldereva again, in and out. To Scott for 3, in and out, no good as well. Rebound Alcorn State coming the other way. Here's Backus. Cross-court pass, they leave it into the lane on the run. Too strong, Bouldereva over the board. Had a nice break, but just couldn't finish. Blakely, a little Euro step, but then couldn't finish. A little wild English shot, couldn't get it over the rim. Lady Braves coming the other way. Crowd oohed and ahed at the step, but could not finish the shot.
I'm going to be quiet. I'm not even going to say anything about taking one more step and playing off 2.
That's going to be quiet for you? That's not what I'm going to say, right? Brown sends it inside. Foul on Gregory coming over the back on the pass, her first.
Ask my players how many times a day that I say play off 2. Play off 2. It's just I hang my hat on it.
39-13, Middle Tennessee leading. 8:10 to go third quarter. Lady Raiders 14 of 38 from the field. Jumper by Backus on the baseline was an air ball, came up short. Rebound Gregory. Gregory works it into the front court to Blakely, and Blakely, I think she was going to pass it back to Gregory, and then, there was a little miscommunication there. Ball was fortunately knocked out of bounds by Alcorn State. I think Blakely wanted to give it back to her, and Gregory ran on through.
They absolutely did not get on the same page there, and Middle is taking a timeout for that reason alone.
We'll take it as well. 7:59 to go in this third quarter. Our second half presented by Granison Associates, certified public accountants specializing in business and personal accounting and tax services. Granison Associates, 615-895-1040, online at www.gcpas.com. Stay with us. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
MT Dining is eating made easy. With more than 19 dining locations, you will never run out of variety on campus. Whether it's Chick-fil-A, Subway, or Starbucks, we've got the brands you love right here. Need a quick snack or Scantron? Stop by one of the 5 pods on campus and try out MT Dining's new Farm to Fork experience. Farmers Market, now open, located in the Student Union. Visit mtdining.com for more information or visit our office in the Keithley University Center, room 202.
Blue Raider fans, Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4. Lightning's Locker Room is just across the street from Floyd Stadium at 1321 Greenland Drive. It has all the MT polos, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and all the other game day gear you'll ever need. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or in Murphy Center on game days. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic is proud to be the official medical group of MTSU Athletics. We all win big when we work as a team for better health. Just like MTSU's athletes and coaches, our healthcare professionals work tirelessly to make our community proud. At MMC, we really are true blue. MTSU is our hometown team, and your health is our mission. Visit mmclinic.com or call us at 615-893-4480.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, the place to get your Blue Raider gear. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or at our Greenland Drive location. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers.
Well, that timeout taken by Middle Tennessee was for a singular purpose, and that was to get their attention back We talked coming out of halftime what was going to be the objective, and that was to play the game as though it was 0-0, be polished, and the lack of communication even on that set drew the ire of the coaching staff. They're trying to get their attention, get them refocused, and with all due respect, they're not trying to get them ready to beat Alcorn State. They're trying to get them ready to win a Conference USA championship and go deep into the NCAA tournament.
Scott, Harrison, Gregory, Boulder-Ava, Enrique on the court for the Lady Raiders. It'll be Middle Tennessee basketball, 22 to shoot. Scott will inbound standing right beside Coach Rick Ensel. Gets it into Enrique, right back to Scott. Now to the top to Enrique, right wing to Harrison. Harrison bounce pass to Gregory. Gregory Enrique at the high post. Takes the 17-footer. That won't go. Rebound and a foul. And boy, Boulder-Ava got undercut. And fortunately, I think she's okay, but she got undercut. The foul is going to be on number 11. That is Houston. That was you heard the roar. That was a scary moment.
Yeah, anytime you see those feet come out from underneath a player, you get very concerned very quickly.
Inbounds to Enrique, and a foul is going to be called on a block. The foul is going to be on White. That's her second, team second.
Middle ran that set that they typically run for Tamia Scott, where it's just a post release and then you drive it to the opposite gap.
Harrison on the left wing.
Alcorn back in man-to-man.
There's Enrique now on the left wing with it. To Boulder-Ava, draws a double team. They're finally trying to double her, and they knock the ball away, although they lose it out of bounds. First time I think they've slapped a double team on. 5 to shoot for the Lady Raiders.
Well, and I'm assuming that that's something that they talked about making an adjustment on at halftime.
Gregory to inbound, gets it into the corner. They go into Nas. She's double teamed, had it stripped away. Well, they put two smaller defenders under her, and they took the ball away. Up top, Backus. Backus for the Lady Braves. To Iakekpolor. Her shot's way offline, contested by Boulder-Ava. Rebound to the Lady Raiders, Harrison. Harrison going to drive all the way, kicks it to Boulder-Ava, and a foul's called. Boulder-Ava made the shot, but the foul was on the floor. It was not a shooting foul.
Well, Jada Harrison did a great job of going inside shoulder in transition to her outside shoulder to get the Alcorn defender off balance. She was looking at Noss the entire time she was driving.
Savannah Davis checks in now. 3 by Harrison on the left wing is too strong. Backus at 5-4 with the rebound for the Lady Braves. 6:53 to go, third quarter, 39-13, Middle Tennessee.
Not the shot that the coaching staff was looking for. I could look at them and tell as soon as it went up, that was not it.
Penetration to the lane, shot put up no good. Boulder-Ava with a rebound. That is her 7th board.
Just so difficult for Alcorn to score inside because of Noss's presence.
6 of 30 from the field are the Lady Braves. Gregory, bounce pass to Davis, right wing. Davis, there's the lob into Boulder-Ava. They had somebody come on the back door and take that ball away. They came with a double team late and stole it. Alcorn State, front court Backus. Backus got Harrison in the air, passed up the shot. Out to Henderson. Henderson with a left-handed dribble. Looking in the lane, nobody there. Houston, three-pointer from straight away is good. Kind of an awkward-looking three, but it went in. I believe that's their first 3 of this game.
It is, and oddly enough, as awkward as that shot looks, she is now 2 for 2 on the year from 3, but it doesn't look like it.
39-16, Lady Raiders. Davis, there's Boulder-Ava, puts it up good and was fouled. Great quick finish, too. The foul is on Iakekpolor. That's her 2nd. But I was impressed, Kyle. She caught it, spun immediately, went to the rack immediately.
Well, and that's one of the things that you're trying to get accomplished, number one, by working early, is that you get that position that you're looking for, and then it's no guesswork. Every time that you hold the ball, you're giving the defense recovery time, and you don't want that when you start playing bigger and better post players later on in the year.
She makes the free throw, 16 for Boulder-Ava, 42-16. Lady Raider lead. Front court, there's the pass, and out inside. White, little fall away one-hander, somehow goes in.
I think that's the second time she's made one of those. I would say for her size, she's probably practiced that a time or two.
She's got 6 at 5'6", yes. Yeah, they're two guards on the top are 5'6" and 5'4", respectively. Davis to the corner to Gregory. Shot fake, got her defender in the air, took the jumper too strong. Rebound Alcorn State. Lead pass to White. White drives to the basket, blocked by Gregory, but a foul is going to be called on Gregory.
Yeah, once again, Jalen's got her in a position to have to make a really tough two. It's going to be a running shot. Don't foul, just make her make the shot.
Timeout, 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Middle Tennessee leads 42-18. You're listening to Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown.
RoscoeBrown.com.
It's never lost on Window World that your home is your largest physical investment. Window World's integrity can be noticed from your very first moment of contact. The clean, professional installation of premium windows, siding, doors, and more are designed to last while leaving your home looking amazing. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. They're America's most trusted remodeler and a proud partner of Middle Tennessee State University Athletics because the difference is integrity and always in the detail.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, are you interested in bringing a group to a game this season? Maybe a youth sports team, your church family, or a group of colleagues? Well, there's no better way to enjoy a game at Murphy Center than with a group of friends. Tickets are currently on sale at a special rate of only $10 for groups of 20 or more and can include experiences like the High Five Tunnel or Bench Kids. To secure your block of seats, call the group sales department at 615-904-8082 today. Middle Tennessee 42, Alcorn State 18. Lady Raiders for the game, 15 of 42 shooting for 35%, only 3 of 18 from three-point range for 16%, 9 for 10 from the free throw line. Alcorn State for the game, 8 of 32 from the field, 25%, 1 of 7 from 3, 1 of 4 from the line. 13 Alcorn State turnovers to 8 for Middle Tennessee. Points in the paint, 20-10 in favor of the Lady Raiders. Points off turnovers, 14-7 in favor of the Lady Raiders. 2 in double figures, Boulder-Rava with 16 and Gregory with 10 to lead all scorers.
Yeah, the offensive efficiency has dropped off for Middle. Only 1 of our last 7 from the floor. That's got to pick up.
Well, it's one of those you mentioned. It's now you're talking about keeping your focus, keeping your concentration in a game that's certainly kind of out of hand. First free throw by White is no good for the Lady Braves. Second toss is good. She's got 7. 42-19, Lady Raider lead. Now number 3, Gracie Dodgen, the 5'10 redshirt sophomore from White County High School, makes an appearance here for the Lady Raiders. Bounce pass to Granum. Skip pass near side. Gregory steps into the 3, nailed it. 13 for Jalen Gregory.
Nice skip pass from Jada Granum there when you saw Alcorn in the zone. Overload to ball side. The skip pass always there.
Penetration to the corner. Now they send it back outside White. White in traffic, went up and was bailed out. Foul's going to be called on Granum. She dribbled basically into a triple team and threw it up, and then Granum is called for the foul.
Yeah, Jada lost her angle a little bit. She should have been a little bit more to the left side than she was and allowed that split to take place. Needed to farm her towards the short corner.
White averaging 9 points per game, misses the first free throw. She's got 7 here today. Her season high 12 against the Mississippi University for women. Second is good. She's got 8. So resetting on the court, Gregory, Blakely, Dodgen, Boldereva, and Granum. And Blakely brings it across the center line.
Alcorn playing a 3-2 zone or a 1-2-2.
Dodgen almost traveled with it.
Well,
Gregory another 3, why not? Oh yes, Gregory was 16. And timeout taken by Alcorn State.
When I say that they were in a 3-2 or a 1-2-2, I have no idea what they were doing after that, because the person that had the left wing came all the way across the floor to get the right wing. So I don't know what they're playing, but it's not working.
It did not work, whatever it was. That's right. Yeah, Gregory, 4 of 10 from 3-point in this contest with 16 points. And you could kind of see it early on. She made one of the first ones in the game, and you could see the confidence level kind of going up, and she's been looking to take that shot. And you mentioned it, Kyle, through the whole game. Alcorn State's had just a tremendously difficult time getting out on 3-point shooters in the corner or in the wings. 48-20 Lady Raider lead. Inbounds to Backus, gets it to the front court. And now they kick it to the wing to White. White steps back with a dribble, guarded by Blakely. White goes baseline, takes the baseline jumper, it's no good. Rebound Granum, good position. To Blakely. Blakely, oh, with a hesitation, little step back, little jumper offline, no good. Granum battles for the rebound, got it, and then threw the ball away, but it's knocked out of bounds by Alcorn State.
Yeah, Jada did a great job of coming up with the offensive rebound. She just doesn't need to panic when she comes up with it there. Just slow down a little bit, make the easy pass.
Dodgen gets it into Boldereva. Now to Gregory. Gregory to Blakely. They're going to work to the left side, hand it back to Gregory. Why not? Another long 3. This one's no good. Boldereva with a rebound, brought it down, had it stripped away. Granum in traffic, gets it out to Dodgen. Dodgen double teamed on the baseline, has it turned over. Coming the other way. Alcorn State now just trying to double team everything and stir up turnovers. They get one there. Nice entry pass, layup is good, and a foul. That was a very nice assist on the pass inside to Henderson. And so the basket and the foul, I believe, was called on Granum. And that is her third. 48-22, Lady Raider lead. Dodgen back out of the game now as Monson checks in. Free throw is good for Henderson, her first 3 points of the day. 48-23, Lady Raider lead. 3:15 to go third quarter. Gregory to Monson. Monson, top of the key, bounce past Granum left side. Lob inside Boldereva, layup good. Guarded by a much smaller player, that's pitch and catch.
Well, Middle Tennessee's running what they call their circle zone offense, and again, Alcorn just really having a difficult time with the movement off the ball.
Penetration, layup good. Nice drive by Houston.
Really nice play by Houston there. She went in to caught the ball to the elbow, drove the ball hard.
She's got 7, 50-25. Boldereva comes up to the top. Couple of dribbles, hands off to Blakely. Blakely leaves it for Monson. Monson back inside Boldereva, puts it up, won't go, but she's fouled. She gets it down on that low block, Kyle. There's just not much a defense can do.
No, and Middle going to their 5-up offense against man-to-man there, and it's pretty simple. You're going to have a guard that they're going to be, again, single-minded in getting the ball inside if they're not wide open on the perimeter for the shot. And they're still playing behind Noss. It makes it pretty simple pitch and catch.
Foul called on Henderson. That's the miss on the first one by Bouldereva. 4 for 6 from the line this afternoon is Bouldereva. The team 9 for 11, and Nas makes the second one. She's got 19. Sneaking up on a double-double, 19 points, 8 rebounds. 51-25, Lady Raider lead. Little full court pressure. White breaks it to the front court, split 2 defenders nicely. Forced up a shot at the other end, missed it. Grantham with a rebound. Did everything but finish. Now Blakely coming the other way for the Lady Raiders. Hooks it past Gregory. Wide open 3, yes!
Nice find by Courtney Blakely in transition. It's what great point guards do. They know where everybody is before they arrive at the party.
Ball stolen by Blakely. Monson coming the other way, leaves it for Gregory. Boy, she thought about another one, but recovery in time to keep her from pulling the trigger.
Monson would have been better served to give the ball up there to Gregory here. Then it becomes a 2-on-1.
Foul on number 4, Kaylin Watkins for Alcorn State. That should be free throws now for the Lady Raiders on the 5th foul of the quarter, and it is. Gregory in the game, 5 for 12 from three-point range. 19 points. Starting to see some of those flashes of a second-team all-conference player and an all-tournament selection and tournament most valuable player in the 2023 Conference USA tournament. Blakely's first free throw was good. Her first points of the second half, she really hasn't looked to score. Been trying to set up everybody else. She's got 10.
And to me, that's what great point guards do. They recognize where do I need to fill in. If I need to score, I can go score. If I don't and I just need to facilitate, I'll just facilitate.
She's got 11, made both free throws, 56-25. 1:45 to go in the third. Clater with a jumper from the corner, no good. Grantham tapped it out deep. It's saved by Alcorn State. Henderson with the basketball. She launches a 3. It won't go. Bouldereva with her 9th rebound. To Blakely. Blakely dribbled into traffic into a double team, but was fouled. She'll go to the line. I think she's okay. Getting up a little bit gingerly with help from her teammates. 2 free throws coming for Blakely.
Maybe just want to get a couple of seconds rest.
Might have a little bit. Foul on Backus, her second. Blakely's first free throw was good. She's got a dozen, so you've got Bouldereva with 19, Gregory with 19, and Blakely with 12. 57-25, make it 58-25 as Courtney makes them both. And now Savannah Davis checks in for Gregory. Lady Raiders continue this full court pressure or three-quarter court pressure like a 1-2-2 trap.
1-2-2 is exactly what it is.
Alcorn State breaks it. Backus. Backus almost a double dribble there. Now up top to Henderson. Henderson a little crossover, step back 18-foot jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, put back up over Bouldereva, maybe partially blocked. Rebound, Lady Raiders coming the other way. Blakely with a spin move to her left, hesitates, now drives the lane, scoops, and scores.
Nice hesitation move by Cab, just sort of let the wash get away from her, and when she did, the sky opened, and she went straight downhill.
15 for Blakely. 35 seconds left, third quarter, 60-25. 3 straight away, back iron, no good. Rebound, Monson. Lady Raiders coming the other way. About a 2-second difference in the shot clock and the game clock. But it looks like Blakely's going to dribble a little time away.
Yeah, basically they're just going to try to whittle away any time that Alcorn has a chance if they get a rebound to score.
Bouldereva coming up top, trying to look to set a screen if she can, and she does. Blakely with 6 on the shot clock. Oh, what a crossover. To the basket, she was fouled and will go to the line. Boy, just left the defender in the dust on the crossover.
Well, as a defender on her, you just can't relax. And that's easier said than done, but you've got to get under her and get her leveled off. And if you don't, she's going right by you. And if you bite on the crossover, she's going right by you. And if you let up on the hesitation, she's going right by you.
Yeah. Makes the first free throw, does Blakely. She has 16. 61-25, 5.4 seconds left. Second toss good. 17 for Blakely. So Blakely will get a breather right here. Davis back in. Harrison back in. Shot put up, maybe partially blocked, and that'll end the third quarter. Lady Raiders kind of keep it right where it was. Extend the lead to 62-25 as we head to the fourth quarter. You're listening to Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
When it comes to money, I'm a saver.
Me too. Though I can also be a bit of a spender.
Well, Ascend has got you both covered. With our interest-earning checking, you can
earn interest so I can save money for my beach trip?
Sure. And with our rewards checking, you can
get cash back for my purchases? Tap reward?
Yep. So no matter how you handle your money, Ascend Federal Credit Union has the right checking account for you. Interest-earning checking earns 3.56% annual percentage yield up to $15,000. Some restrictions apply.
Plan ahead and plan for success. Put Lee Company on your team for all your facility and home maintenance needs. They are proud to be an official partner of the MTSU Blue Raiders and have serviced homes and businesses for 80 years. For the very best heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical services, call Lee Company at 615-867-1000. Visit them at leecompany.com or call 615-867-1000.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
We head to the fourth quarter from Murphy Center. Joe Fisher, Kyle Turnham with you. All Lady Raiders, 62-25 over Alcorn State as we head to the fourth. Murfreesboro Medical Center, our medical clinic and surgery center, the official medical group of MTSU Athletics, proudly keeping Murfreesboro healthy since 1949.
Yeah, I think that timeout that Middle Tennessee took early to get them refocused
early third quarter
paid dividends because we came out a little sloppy, a little lethargic, not concentrating at a high level to start the third quarter. Took the timeout, got into them a little bit, got them refocused, and from that point forward it was all gas, no brakes.
19 points for Boldereva. She's one rebound from a double-double. She has 9. 19 points for Jalen Gregory, her 14th career game with 5 or more three-pointers in a game. She's 5 for 12 from 3 here this afternoon. And then 17 points for Courtney Blakely. Well, you look, Middle Tennessee, 11 assists, 9 turnovers. Alcorn State, 2 assists, 14 turnovers. They have just had really no answer for Middle Tennessee's defense. And on the other side, Alcorn has had no answer for Middle Tennessee's offense, especially finding open shooters out on the perimeter.
Well, it's almost been like a pick your poison type of thing for Alcorn from a standpoint of you having to deal with Boldereva inside and then the Middle Tennessee shooters on the outside. And, you know, you pretty well got to commit to one or the other.
Watkins with the ball in the wing, sends it to the corner. Drive on the baseline, they go across, now out to Clater. Clater for 3, it's good. Nice shot. Maya Clater, this 5'7" senior out of Hawaii, a 36% three-point shooter on the season, knocks down the 3.
Yeah, really good ball movement by Alcorn there. They got the baseline drive and drift, threw it to the corner, got the +1 up to the wing. She knocked it down.
62-28. Alcorn State still in a zone. Looks kind of like a 1-3-1 or a variation thereof. Hard to tell.
It's a 1-3-1. They've got some interesting slides.
Yes. Open 3, right wing is good. That's how you get them out of a zone. You just shoot them right out of it. Jada Harrison.
Well, you get the ball reversed, and they've got that weak side drop that's got to come up to get that wing. She was stuck on the corner shooter, could not get up physically.
There's Clater again for another three. This one's too strong. Rebound is tapped and saved by the Lady Braves. Backus thought about the three, drives into the lane, says no thank you. Sends it outside for a three that's straight away, bounces and settles in by Iakekopolor. Her first points. Irene Iakekopolor.
You're doing that well.
I'm not sure, but we're going with what we got. 65-31. Scott kind of been quiet. She's been sort of letting her teammates handle things. Harrison drives to the basket, put it up. The shot won't go, but she was fouled. Boy, she kind of got hooked as she was going to the
she
basket.
Actually got fouled twice. She got fouled on the floor. One, just Backus just grabbed her left hand and yanked her, and Jada, because of her strength, played through it to pick up the other foul.
They called it on Iakekopolor, her fourth, team's first of this quarter, and Harrison makes the first free throw.
She ought to get 4 free throws for that.
Middle Tennessee, 17 of 19 from the line, make it 18 for 20. Think there was a little work put in on that?
I don't know. I mean, yes, no. It's one of those kind of things where free throws are just sort of their own animal. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you feel like as a coach, the more you talk about them, the worse it gets.
Yep. 67-31. 8:05 left to play. Clater launches the three. Off the iron, no good. Scott with a rebound. Hands it off to Harrison. Harrison works it right to left. Now comes back to the right off the screen from Granum. To the top, Enrique steps into a three. Love to see that go, and it did. Oh, boy, that is something she really needed to see.
Yeah, it needs to be a part of the arsenal. How quickly you let that go, I'm not sure, but yes, she needs to be able to make that shot. It really helps Noss out.
Backdoor cut on the give and go, and a foul by Scott from behind, I believe. No, actually, it's going to be on Granum. That'll be her fourth.
Because if Enrique cannot make that shot regularly, what that does is allow her matchup to sag in and take that post entry away.
Yeah, it's at least got to be a threat.
Yes.
First free throw, no good. But there's nothing better for a shooter than seeing a ball go in.
Oh, no question.
Free throw is good by Watkins. It's like being a putter, missing and missing and missing, and finally seeing one go in. There is a hole there after all. 70-32, staying in that zone of the Lady Braves. Harrison entry pass and a foul. They're trying to double team Enrique, and I believe they're going to get number 24 again. That's Henderson. That'll be her fourth. Second team foul of the quarter. So you got Savannah Davis, Harrison, Scott, Enrique, and Granum on the court right now. Lob into Enrique. Goes left side of the lane, has it blocked away, and jump ball. Possession arrow will go to the Lady Braves. Oh, actually, she pointed this way, and now it's going to stay with Middle Tennessee. Don't go with where she pointed. Go with what she meant. Enrique. Bounce pass to Harrison. A little contact there. Granum and Enrique ran into each other. Enrique on the right wing. Shot clock at 7. Up top, Harrison. Shot clock at 5. Harrison with a dribble. Shot clock at 2. At 1. Scott beat the shot clock. Missed it. Granum got the offensive rebound. Trying to power it back up. Had it stripped away. And a reach-in foul. I believe they're going to get Enrique on a reach-in trying to help out.
See, that's where Jada does such a great job on the offensive backboard. She got the offensive rebound, but what she's got to do there, she has no balance point, is just get that thing out and then reset your offense. That time she basically tried to force a shot through a double team with no balance, no base.
First appearance now for Ana Milanovic, the 6'5 redshirt freshman from Belgrade, Serbia. As Granum will take a seat, 6:40 left to play. 70-32, Middle Tennessee has been in command from the beginning. Drive and kick. Clater for 3, off the iron twice, 3 times, no good. Enrique with a rebound for the Lady Raiders. To Harrison. Harrison to Scott. Scott was going to pass. Harrison broke for the basket, then settled and came back for it. 6:15 left to play. Harrison to the wing to Scott. Scott pulls up, back to Harrison. Step back, passed up the 3. Shot clock at 7. Scott 30 feet away. Shot clock at 5. Scott will take the 3 from straight away. No good. Rebound, Enrique crashing and puts it in.
What an incredible offensive rebound from Enrique. She set the ball screen, was above the top of the key, and came flying in to get the offensive rebound that was probably about 12 to 15 feet away from where she left.
And the foul was on Watkins, so a chance for the three-point play for Enrique.
Well, you talk about rebounding outside of your zone. She rebounded outside of the country.
72-32. Enrique makes the free throw. She's got 6 all in this half. Largest lead, 73-32. 5:50 left to play. Open 3 is good by Iakekpolor. She's got 2 of them in this half. 73-35.
Coach Hensel with the "what are you doing" defensive look.
Harrison drove into traffic in the lane and was fouled and will go to the line. Foul was on Houston. Now you get in a situation, Kyle, where you got, and I know they have all the different rotations in practice, but this rotation has not really played together that much.
No, and from a coaching standpoint, you're always talking to players about if you're a good player, you can play with anybody because you don't know who you're going to be on the floor with. Outside of the starting lineup, any player that is not in that starting lineup has to understand that they could be on the floor with any player, and you still have to be efficient, you still have to be productive, and at the end of the day, Bill Belichick, do your job.
Do your job, that's right. Harrison makes 1 out of 2. Scott's going to sit down. And Dodgen checks back in for the Lady Raiders. 74-35, approaching the midway point. There's a steal by Milanovic. Milanovic to the rack, laid it up too strong, but she will go to the line.
Really nice defensive play by Milanovic there. She got the right hand in the passing lane, got the deflection, sprinted to come up with the 50-50 ball, and turns that into a 2 free throw opportunity.
Foul on Iakekpolor is her 5th, so she is fouled out. So Milanovic with an opportunity to get her first points. Henderson will check back in now for Alcorn State. 74-35. Raiders shooting 43%. Alcorn State 27%. First from Milanovic. And it's no good.
Joe, I'd be remiss if I didn't bring this up. Did you notice the theme song of the Lady Raiders intro tonight?
Actually, I did not.
The Undertaker.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice. Little attitude right off the bat.
The Undertaker.
Missed both free throws. Rebound coming the other way, Lady Braves. That's why you're here, to provide the nuance. And those things. Shot up in the middle, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, won't go. There's Milanovic with the boards.
It's more than just that 1-3-1 stuff.
That's right. It's not just basketball.
No.
Harrison to the corner. Davis spots up wide open 3, too strong. Might have been too open. Dodging with the offensive rebound, they'll reset. Inside 5 minutes to play. Harrison bounced past Milanovic, goes inside pass, may have been tipped, and it was intended for Enrique, taken away by Clater. Clater cross court to White. White drives baseline, puts up the jumper, good. Nice shot by Zanaya White.
Yeah, the pass from Milanovic was going to the right location, but it had a parachute on it. When you get that much depth, that ball's got to have some sauce to get where it's supposed to go. Otherwise, it's going to be stolen.
White with 10, 74-37. Lady Raiders lead, 4:20 left to play. Enrique drives to the rack, puts it up, scores.
Right-handed.
Got all the way to the basket with the left hand, then changed, banked it in off the glass with the right. 76-37. Things getting a little sloppy now, as tends to happen in a 40-point game. Foul on Milanovic is her first. We'll take the timeout. 4:05 left to play. Lady Raiders in command, 76-37. You're listening to Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Plan ahead and plan for success. Put Lee Company on your team for all your facility and home maintenance needs. They are proud to be an official partner of the MTSU Blue Raiders and have serviced homes and businesses for 80 years. For the very best heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical services, call Lee Company at 615-867-1000. Visit them at leecompany.com or call 615-867-1000.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association? Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing. Update your information and see how you can be involved and informed. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
How do you create a tradition of leadership? You power it with impressive towing and hauling, sharpen it with smart features like a mobile generator, and dominate the game 47 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence, only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available features. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2023 total sales.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Atmos Energy is delighted to sponsor the Blue Raiders and fuel homes and business in Middle Tennessee with affordable, efficient, and reliable natural gas. For today and generations to come, natural gas is the smart choice for fueling our energy future. More than enough energy this afternoon for the Lady Raiders, leading Alcorn State 76-37. And three players in double figures. Bouldereva, Gregory, each with 19. I think Naz is going to miss out on her double-double because I don't think she's going to see the floor again. She's got 19 points, 9 rebounds, 17 for Blakely. Gregory, 5 made three-pointers.
Yeah, it makes me want to put Naz back out on the floor and just say, just go stand at the rim and get one, and you're coming right back out.
Well, you've seen those. I think it was, I'm trying to remember which pro football player, it may have been Saquon Barkley that was on the bench, and the coach walked over and he said, you're like 7 yards from your career high. You know, you want me to put you back in? He's like, no, coach, let somebody else do it. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm amazed at how many players, and it's, again, you have players that know every single stat that they have, and you have others that have no idea. And you'll talk to them, hey, man, congratulations on your career high. What?
Really?
I had no idea. No.
Yeah, I've known coaches like that can spout their career record at you in a moment's notice.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's pretty safe to say that those that can do that typically are pretty well endowed in the ego department.
Yeah, probably so. Free throws both good by Kiara Henderson.
Some of them even counted wins at summer camps.
Oh, yeah.
just throwing that out there.
Yes. 76-39. Little step-through move by Motson. Shot wouldn't go, but she'll go to the line. Foul on White, her third. First appearance now, Miyoshi Mason, the 6'4" redshirt freshman out of Lebanon High School. So I think, if I'm right, first free throw's no good. This may be the first time that I can recall this season, Kyle, no starter is on the floor.
It's probably accurate because I know earlier in the year when we had the 4 subs on the floor, Tamia Scott was on the floor with them.
Monson makes the free throw to get into the scoring column, 77-39. Alcorn State has had a nice drive, and a basket is good by Watkins. She'll go to the line for the opportunity for the three-point play. You know, you're an Alcorn State team, and you talked about this earlier, playing in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. You know, they play at Alabama, at Mississippi State, at North Texas, at Middle Tennessee. Trying to get money games, number one, then trying to get ready for conference play to have a chance to find a way to make the tournament.
Yeah, you have, and at the end of the day, those games are going to pay dividends because when you're going up against the best in the country, your conference play is going to be a lot easier.
Open three, Harrison good.
Harrison likes that left wing. Most of the threes that she's made at home, if not all of the threes that she's made at Murphy Center, have come from right in front of the Lady Raider bench.
She's got 9 today. 80-41, 3:13 left. Middle Tennessee still in a man-to-man defense. Bounce pass, contested shot, no good. Harrison rips the rebound down for the Lady Raiders. And then she stumbled and tripped over a defender, and I think the ball's going to stay with Middle Tennessee. That might be a break. I thought she just tripped over the defender, and I thought it may have kicked off her, but it went off the Alcorn State player, or at least ruled that way. Not really anything to discuss in a 39-point game.
I think what you said on the second half of that's probably more accurate.
Monson step back three, left wing, way too strong. That's going to go out of bounds. You can see her looking to the sideline. Been around those players too, Kyle. You don't want to be always looking over to the sideline. Just keep your head right there. Stay in the game.
My response is always the same. What do you want me to tell you?
Foul away from the basketball.
I mean, you just shot an air ball. That's okay. Yeah. I don't know what to say in that situation.
Don't do it again?
I just,
if you can help it, I mean, what are you going to do?
Hit something? Yeah. I don't know.
Now Gracie Hamby's going to check in, the redshirt sophomore out of Blackman High School. Hamby replaces Milanovic. Free throws coming for White. And her first one is good. So White, the only player in double figures for Alcorn State. She has 11. 80-42. Second one is no good. Rebound, boy, Harrison skied in there for it, then turned it over. Leave the other way. Shot contested, and a foul is going to be called. I believe they're going to get Mason.
Yes.
That's one of those, if you stay with your arm up and don't come down over the ball, you're probably not going to get the call for the foul.
Just wall. I mean, that's all we want you to do is wall that. You're not going to block that shot. You're going to get a foul called and give up a potential three-point play. Just wall and make people finish.
And Mason comes out. Kabiernik checks in. So one left here. Free throw good by Henderson. She's got 6. 80-43. Second one is no good. Rebound Kabiernik. 2.5 to play. Trying to get this one to the house, improved to 3-1. Harrison with the bounce pass to Hamby. Inside, Kabiernik in the lane, need to get out of there. She did, got it to Monson. Monson drives baseline, put it up, won't go. Rebound, Hamby up underneath. Hamby with a bounce pass, and I believe she stepped on the baseline.
She did. Got bumped a little bit, but lost her base and stepped right foot on the baseline. Still good work getting the offensive boards, though.
2:12 left to play. Of course, a relatively quick turnaround, a Tuesday night contest. Tennessee Tech coming in. Backdoor cut, the pass to White, blocked but a foul on Monson. All the different kinds of things you try to do, I know coaches try to do when you're setting a schedule, Kyle. One is you kind of want to simulate a tournament situation, so you want a quick turnaround. Have a game, have a day, have a game. It's what they're going to have now with a Sunday followed by a Tuesday game.
Well, and, after Tennessee as well, if you have a loss, which we did there, you want to try to get back to the floor as quickly as possible and get that taste out of your mouth. That's one of the things that's always intrigued me about football. You pretty well, as a general rule, have to wait a week.
Have to sit on it.
Basketball, you don't.
White makes the first free throw. She's got a dozen. Second one is good. That was one of the things I always thought was interesting about the Maui Invitational. Got the opportunity to go a couple of times at Vanderbilt. 3 games in 3 days, and you don't know necessarily who you're playing. It gets
no, it's a tournament.
It's a tournament. It's.
And I mean, you talk about an itinerary that's evolving.
Nice pass inside to Moore. Mason could not finish. Kabriernik and they're scrapping for the loose ball. There's 5 bodies on the floor, still no whistle, and they let him get up with it, Alcorn State.
Wow.
Boy, the player on the bottom.
A little worse for the wear.
Yeah, Watkins got pounded pretty good while she was down on the floor there. Loose ball goes out of bounds. It will go to Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, she's looking at me going, Coach, you're the one that says first to the floor all the time. I don't think I agree with that philosophy.
That doesn't mean 5 more are coming.
That was a rugby scrum.
1:18 left to play. Harrison, front court. Bounce pass to Monson. Monson works to the top of the key. Trying to post up Mason. They do. Mason stumbles through the double team and lost it out of bounds. Tried to split the 2 defenders, got tripped up, and then turned it over. I think Kabriernik's going to come back into the game, replacing Mason. Alcorn State letting the ball roll all the way almost to midcourt before they pick it up to start the clock with 1 minute left. Lady Braves working it on the perimeter. The drive past Monson, shot by White, and a foul is called. And it's one of the hazards of a game like this. You get a lot of those fouls when you get into the last 3 and 4 minutes of the game.
Well, and I can tell you this. We talked early in the broadcast about trust, and the Middle Tennessee staff will watch film just as intently with the backups coming on the floor as they do with the starters on the floor in terms of, okay, what am I going to see here? Mm-hmm. And that's a situation like right there where Emily Monson just got blown by on a one-on-one coverage. Those are the types of things that they're not going to cost you this game, but if we put you in a real game that's on the
close.
line,
Yep.
we got to get stops here.
Had a lane violation, so White's going to get one more opportunity for the free throw here. And she makes it. She's got 14. 51 seconds left, 80-46, Lady Raider lead. Harrison's been pretty solid today, I think, in her time. Bounce pass to Hamby. Left side Monson. Open 3 left wing, too strong. Off the backboard hard. They run down the loose ball. Does Alcorn State. 33 seconds left. Front court into the lane. Off balance one-hander. Got the roll. That's Henderson. She's got 8. Lady Raiders do not have to take another shot. And I think Rick Insel just wants her to hold it and probably dribble the time away.
And I appreciate what Alcorn's coach did. He told his players, instead of getting out there and making a uncomfortable situation, just back up there, hold it, and we'll sit back, get this thing over with.
Clock running down, final seconds. Rick Insel makes his way over to shake hands with Nate Kilbert. And this one is over as the Lady Raiders improve to 3-1. They win it convincingly, wire to wire, by a final score of 80-48. So Middle Tennessee 3-1 on the season. Alcorn State will head back with a record of 1-4. Stay with us. The postgame show's coming up. You're listening to Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
When it comes to money, I'm a saver.
Me too. Though I can also be a bit of a spender.
Well, Ascend has got you both covered. With our interest-earning checking, you can
earn interest so I can save money for my beach trip?
Sure. And with our rewards checking, you can
get cash back for my purchases? Tap reward?
Yep. So no matter how you handle your money, Ascend Federal Credit Union has the right checking account for you. Interest-earning checking earns 3.56% annual percentage yield up to $15,000. Some restrictions apply.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Bucks, cash, bread, coin, dough, bank, loot, cheddar, whatever you call it, the Cash Instant games from the Tennessee Lottery have lots of it. 4 great games absolutely loaded to the brim with top prizes from $50 to $1,000. Now that's a whole lot of cabbage, moolah, cheese, dinero, Benjamins. Well, you get the idea. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Looking for the ultimate hangout spot? Head to Cedar Glade Brews. With 12 taps and over 100 bottles and cans, we've got craft beer, seltzer, mead, kombucha, cider, non-alcoholic, and craft soda for everyone. We're family and dog-friendly, featuring food trucks, live music, and trivia nights. Plus, you can book our space for private events inside or on our spacious patio.
Blue Raider fans enjoy a Cedar Glade brew in the Murphy's Center Beer Garden.
Purveyors of foamy goodness, Cedar Glade Brews, where great times and good vibes await.
Blue Raider fans, Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4. Lightning's Locker Room is just across the street from Floyd Stadium at 1321 Greenland Drive. It has all the MT polos, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and all the other game day gear you'll ever need. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or in Murphy Center on game days. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers.
Lady Raider Game Day continues, and we have you covered with a full recap on the Exit Realty postgame show. Today's Lady Raider postgame show is presented by Exit Realty, Bob Lamb and Associates, and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Tim Page, and Chip Walters. The Lady Raider postgame show is also sponsored by Window World of Murfreesboro, the official window and exterior remodeling company of Blue Raider Athletics. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, official team physicians for Blue Raider Athletics. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford, the official hospital partner for MTSU Athletics. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. And by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. Fans don't let fans drive drunk. Once again, here's the voice of the Lady Raiders, Joe Fisher.
Well, a dominant performance for Middle Tennessee. They lead wire to wire from the beginning and cruise to an 80-48 victory over the Lady Braves of Alcorn State. Welcome back to Murphy Center for the postgame show here, brought to you the Exit Realty postgame show. From Exit Realty, Bob Lamb and Associates agents Brad Hopkins, Chip Walters, Richard Lewis, and Tim Page, the #1 producing Exit Realty office in the United States. Find them online at exitmurfreesboro.com. Grabbed the lead from the beginning, led 18-5 after the first quarter, never looked back. Only quarter that they lost, Middle, was the fourth quarter, but that's when you're down to everybody playing most of the bench, a lot of fouls, things get a little sloppy and out of hand at that time. So lost that quarter 23-18. But Kyle, overall, for this kind of game, it's one of those, you can say it now. You can't say it beforehand. It's a game you expect to win. You expect to win handily. So how much of that is just, okay, you did your job, did what you were supposed to do?
Yeah, I mean, you talk about playing to a standard all the time. And playing to a standard means that you play the same way regardless of who your opponent is. You don't want to have this mentality for playing Tennessee and then have a different mentality when you're playing Alcorn State. You want it to be the same for every opponent, so you're playing to a standard both offensively and defensively. You want to be polished in your product in terms of what you're doing execution-wise offensively, what you're doing defensively in terms of your detail, in terms of your intensity, and that's really sort of how the program is built, to play to the Lady Raiders standard, not to the opponent.
Well, got off to a really good start, never looked up in this one, and won comfortably, as we said, by a final score of 80-48. Our Built Fort Tough player of the game, and this one is Jalen Gregory, 5 3-pointers in the contest. Visit buyfordnow.com for all Ford makes and models, because the best trucks are built Ford Tough. I got to ask you, as a scorer, as an offensive-minded player, what's the feeling when you see that first one go in, and does it kind of give you an idea this might be a pretty good day. Wait a minute. Sorry. How about that? There you go.
Yeah, it is. It's great to see the first one go in, but it's also, I think shooting is a lot of a mindset game. Like, you just got to constantly always be thinking, like, this next shot's going in no matter what, no matter if you miss or make that first shot.
So, offensively early didn't go the way you wanted it to go early in the season.
Mm-hmm.
Just walk us through that process as a shooter. It's going to get better, but just what did you do?
Yeah, it was just constantly still staying in the gym like I always do, and my misses weren't off too bad. Most of them were like just short and long, and so I knew it was nothing wrong with it. It's just I had to see one go in, and then it was going. But it really is just like staying positive about it, because I feel like a bad thing about me is like I feel like I let my team down when I don't hit my shots. And that's something like I have to work through to be able to do that, because I know I need to hit my shots, but that's also not the only thing I contribute out there.
It's interesting because Kyle mentioned in the broadcast, long and short is okay. Left and right on a shot is not. So that was the deal.
Yeah, you took one in the first half that went a little bit right, and I wondered, does that get in her head a little bit? Because the thing for shooters is that you want them to have no memory whatsoever. Yeah. And you also recognize as a shooter that you've got the complete confidence of your coaching staff and you've got a green light. If you've missed 100 in a row, when you get that next shot, they want you taking that shot. To that end, I also want you to remember this from a coaching standpoint, because I've had this conversation with players before. If you're not taking that shot, you're hurting your team as well, not just making that shot. Because now you become a player that, okay, maybe we don't have to guard her. And so now you're playing 4 offensive players against 5. So my recognition is you shoot that ball, okay?
Oh, yeah. You know how many times I've heard that one, too.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that's not the first time that one's been floated.
Not the first time.
To that end, obviously people are going to run you off the three-point line. And, people get caught up when a three-point shooter is in a little bit of a quote-unquote slump, and they start talking about, well, just get out there and just shoot more threes and more threes and more threes. That being said, you have to work to become a better, proficient three-level scorer. Mm-hmm. You got the mid-range shot, which is something that you're working on in terms of coming off your ball screen action or just lift and go type of thing. You've also gotten to the rim off Utah a lot of times.
Yeah.
And that's where you become so much more of a factor than just being a one-dimensional player as a three-point shooter, making that mid-range shot and getting to the rim and getting to the free throw line, something Sav was really, really good at.
Yeah, it is. That's what I've really been working on, is like really that mid-range. It's just like, of course, like throughout the summer we work on like finishing through contact and stuff, but mid-range is a lot of something that we get just like off of our screens because of how we run stuff and how people guard us. We get that mid-range, and so it's just something that we constantly work on, and as much as we work on it, we all should feel comfortable doing that.
Let me ask you two quick things, then we'll let you go. But one is, even when the shot's not going, and we're past that, that's all over, you don't let it impact other parts of your game. And Coach Insel was talking over and over about how important you are defensively and all those other things. How much does that stay in your mind to just, I got to stay in my game, I don't care what else is going on?
Yeah, I think that's, ever since I was a freshman, a big thing that I brought to the game was like defense. And just like, it's not only just defense, but it's also setting screens or whatever I need to do on the offensive end if my shots aren't going. But I take a lot of pride in my defense just because I know that's what gets us places. And it doesn't take just one of us, it's all of us out there guarding. And if one person isn't doing their job, then our whole defense is going to fall apart.
Well, I want to take that a step further as well, because I've been doing this a long time, and so many times this speaks so much about your character. But so many times your better scorers don't want to play defense because they're worried about getting in foul trouble and being taken out of the game and things like that. And that's something that you've never done. Regardless of your offensive abilities, you've always been the player that has played incredible defense, particularly against the other team's best player. And I think obviously Coach Insel and his staff recognize that. We recognize that as well, but I just think that speaks volumes about your character. It makes me really, really proud of you.
Thank you. And really one of the big things coming in, like when I was a freshman, I followed Lex. Lex was always that person that was always guarding the best player. And so I feel like having her as a good example really just like, allowed me to see that, even though she might not have always contributed on the offensive, but she always came in when we needed her. But defensively, like, I followed Lex, and that's who I credit all that to, like, really getting me into defense.
She was a good one, and still is a good one. She's doing some really good things for us, too.
Great game today. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jamie
Nice job.
Berger joining us here. Our player of the game, 5 3-pointers on her 19-point total here. We'll visit with Coach Ensel coming up right after this on Ben Wagner.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
RJ Young is no longer just your office copier supplier. We are now helping you create the modern office. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, managed IT, and AV technology for your organization. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you more through building services, and our U.S.-based specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the highest degree of personalization.
How do you create a tradition of leadership? You power it with impressive towing and hauling, sharpen it with smart features like a mobile generator, and dominate the game 47 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence. Only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available features. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2023 total sales.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Middle Tennessee, an impressive win over Alcorn State, 80-48. We are joined by Coach Rick Ensel, and this is one of those, Coach, I know there's a part of you, you're just kind of glad to get these behind you, but nice to kind of take control from start and just take it all the way.
You don't want to get anybody hurt in a game like this, but you also need to learn from a game like this. You don't play down to the competition. You don't play the scoreboard. You play your game. And that's the one thing we tried to get across to our players, and that's why we took an early timeout over there in the second half. We were very much hacked off of the way that the effort that we were getting. It was like nonchalant and you're laid back. I didn't like that, and Matt didn't like it. Kim, Nina, none of us did. So we took the timeout, made an insertion or two, and then we got to play. We got to play tougher. He made when I went to shake his hand, he said he's played. He's played Alabama, He's played Mississippi State, and he said, y'all got the toughest defense we've played against. So
really?
That was a big compliment right there. So we got to take that, and we got to build on it. We got to come back in tomorrow. We got a big game Tuesday night. Tennessee Tech got to be a rival game. It's more of a rival game for them than it is for us. So that could be a catch game, because with us now, we've kind of left the OVC behind, and now, but we're still playing them because of it was a rivalry back in the OVC.
Kyle was mentioning that as soon as you took the time out. He said, I know exactly what this is about.
Yeah, this is about let's reboot and get refocused.
Yeah, you've called enough games, and Kyle's a coach, so he knew what was going on there. We were not happy with our effort. We were not happy with our energy, and we wanted to do a little better with that.
You told me early on in the season you were hoping to see Naz get to a point where she wants the ball, asks for the ball, demands the ball. Now, I don't know if that's competition or whatever I thought I started to see some of that even in the second half in Knoxville.
Well, I thought she grew up a little bit in Knoxville, and I thought the practices this week have been good for Nas. One day she came in with just dominant. The next day she was kind of going through the motions, and I told her, hey, you had a great game in Knoxville. You came in the next day to practice. You were awesome. Then all of a sudden now you might be a little tired. This is not tired. This is get better. Is what this is. And we got 2 or 3 like that, To me, Scott could be the best player in the country. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But you got to play hard every possession. And she's unstoppable when she wants to take the ball and go to the basket. Defensive end, we got to get better. Jalen Gregory found her range a little bit tonight. On defense, she plays every possession hard. Cab plays every possession hard. But we got to get that ball to our shooters when we get a chance to get them. And we missed our shooters early. Now, the second half, we started sharing the basketball and getting where it needed to be.
You know, another thing about this game, you haven't seen a truckload of zone this year, so it was great to get some game action against some zone defense as well.
I'm surprised people don't play us a little more zone because we got so much quickness with Cav, Jalen, and Tamia. But we can still, those three can shoot the heck out of the basketball. So, you know, when they do, that plays right to us, I think. But, you know, we shoot 2 or 3, and then all of a sudden we start hawking. When you go to hawking shots, you're not going to shoot the ball freely. And that was what we were doing sometimes in the first half, and we did some of that early on. Maybe did a little bit of that in Knoxville also. But I think you look at what happened yesterday with them and Liberty. We scored 75 points on Tennessee. We scored enough points to win the game. We just got to rebound the ball better. Right. That's what we got to get out of Enrique. She's got to do a better job on that 4 position. We got 8 or 9 rebounds last year with Courtney on that 4 position. And, you know, if you go hard to the basket, you're going to get a chance to get some rebounds.
How important for you, and Kyle mentioned this during the broadcast, even though in mop-up time if you want to because it's a 30-point game or whatever, but to get minutes from players to be able to go back and look at film and see them in those situations?
Well, that's important, but also here's what I feel, Joe, and I've always felt this way since I started coaching at Shelbyville. When I brought someone off the bench at Shelbyville, I coached them just as hard as I coached my starters. And some people got offended about that. But those guys they're paying the price in practice. And I want those mamas and daddies to see that I'm just not going to sit down over there and start laughing about everything. I want them to see that I'm coaching their daughter just as hard as I'm coaching Nas, or Tamia, or Courtney Blakely, or Jalen. And, you know, sometimes parents – they get offended by that. Well, you're getting on my daughter. Yeah, but I'm trying to get her ready so that she can help us later on down the road. And if you notice, most of those young ladies that I played late, they're freshmen and sophomores. And, you know, we'll give you an example. Courtney Blakely didn't play when she was a freshman. Tamia Scott didn't play when she was a freshman. Jalen Gregory played a little, but I could come right down the line. But as you build into that, you get playing time and you get confidence, and that's what we're looking for.
You like this finally. You like this relatively quick turnaround now. You play one here, you come back, you get one day to get ready for a game on Tuesday nights.
We will start evaluating tonight, and we will go through after the game against Tennessee Tech because we'll have a one-game layover like that when we go to the conference tournament.
Right.
And also, we'll have a situation like that when we're down in Fort Myers. So, you know, we'll play Fort Myers on Thursday. I think we'll play again on Saturday.
Saturday, right.
So that'll give us another chance to evaluate that and see where we're at.
Good win tonight.
Yeah, I thought defensively in particular early on, your ability to take them completely out of their offense in terms of just their pass entry. They could not get their offense started at all. You're doing a great job on the wings, a great job at the elbows, and completely took them out of their offense.
Nina did a good job. Nina had the scout, and she did a great job. All my coaches do. I mean, Matt had the Tennessee scout the other night. I mean, we knew exactly what they were going to do. Nina's got this scout. Kim's got the Tech scout. She's already got the scout ready to hand out, and she'll be ready to rock and roll with it tomorrow. But our coaches do a great job. Our fan base, you know, we got one of the greatest fan bases in the country also. But our fan base appreciates our coaching staff. I mean, you'll see them before the game, after the game. They're all up in the crowd shaking hands and talking basketball. And that's what I want. And and you got Courtney standing over there right now waiting to close down everything, making sure everything's right. I mean, I've had a lot of good ops, but right now I'm telling you, she's high octane. She's running the show better than I ever thought. I knew she'd be good.
Yep.
I just didn't know she'd be great at it. But she's going to be a great coach one day.
Pays a lot of attention to detail.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good win. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do it again Tuesday.
Well, we'll see y'all Tuesday night.
All right. More in a moment. You're listening to Lady Raider Basketball from Van Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Murphy Center. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member services. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit MTE.com to learn more. And about that scoreboard, well, light it up, Blue Raiders.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
With the game on the line and the shot clock winding down, the Blue Raiders pass the ball to the most proven player on the floor to make the game winner. As the Nashville area's proven John Deere equipment dealer and proud sponsor of Middle Tennessee basketball, Tri-Green Equipment is wide open and ready to make the game-winning play for your property season after season. Stop by in-store today or visit us online at trigreen.com. Go Blue Raiders.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
And welcome back to the Exit Realty postgame show, brought to you by Exit Realty, Bob Lamb and Associates, agents Brad Hopkins, Chip Walters, Richard Lewis, and Tim Page. #1 producing Exit Realty office in the United States. Find them online at exitmurfreesboro.com. Middle Tennessee a winner 80-48. Team stats for you here for the game. Middle Tennessee for the night. 25 of 61, 41%, 9 of 30 from three-point range. Free throw improved, 21 of 27 from the line, 78%. I mean, you obviously, if you want to get greedy, you'd like to be around 80%, 80 or plus, but 77 compared to where they have been, nice progress.
Yeah, and it's one of those things like we talked about during the broadcast. It's like sometimes the more you talk about it, the worse it gets. I mean, how much do you work on it? How much do you not? Some teams I've had that I never even say anything about free throws, don't practice free throws, and they still go up and shoot to that level. Some, the more you talk about it, the worse. I don't know. I'm not sure what the answer is, but, you know, tonight it was nice to see those things go down. You wish you would have had those things in Knoxville, but, you know, you didn't. And, you know, they're like three-point shooting in some cases. They're a little bit on the epidemic side. You know, you see one go down, now they all go down. You see none go down, now none go down. It's hard to say.
Alcorn State for the field, 16 of 54, 29%, 4 of 17 from three-point range, and 12 of 22 from the free throw line. The Blue Raiders collected a total of 47 rebounds off the glass during this game. Each Lady Raider rebound brought to you by Window World of Murfreesboro, as America's most trusted remodeler. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. Visit windowworldmurfreesboro.com for a free quote today. Window World of Murfreesboro, the official window provider of Blue Raider athletics. 47-32 edge on the boards for the Lady Raiders, 13-7 in offensive rebounds. Points off turnovers, that kind of changed. Really kind of fluctuated in the fourth quarter when everybody kind of had the second teamers on. Ended up even at 16 apiece. Points in the paint, 28-18 in favor of the Lady Raiders. 6-5 second chance points, 7-2 fast break points in favor of MTSU. Bench points, 15-10 in favor of Alcorn State.
And I think to illustrate your point on turnovers, at halftime we had 6. At the end of the third quarter we had 9 and then finished with 14. So when the substitutions became more liberal, the turnovers went up, and that was to be expected.
Not that much of a surprise. We'll take a break. We'll go through the individual stats and get ready to wrap it up from Murphy Center. 80-48, Middle Tennessee win. Back with more in a moment. You're listening to Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
It's never lost on Window World that your home is your largest physical investment. Window World's integrity can be noticed from your very first moment of contact. The clean, professional installation of premium windows, siding, doors, and more are designed to last while leaving your home looking amazing. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. They're America's most trusted remodeler and a proud partner of Middle Tennessee State University Athletics, because the difference is integrity and always in the detail.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
City Auto Mitsubishi is your hometown dealer for new Mitsubishi models like Outlander, Eclipse Cross, and Mirage. See all the new Mitsubishi models and save today. Remember, City Auto is still your volume used car dealer with a huge selection of quality pre-owned inventory. Win with City Auto's great selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs from more than 35 brands. City Auto, Bridge Avenue off Old Fort Parkway. Go Blue Raiders!
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic is proud to be the official medical group of MTSU Athletics. We all win big when we work as a team for better health. Just like MTSU's athletes and coaches, our healthcare professionals work tirelessly to make our community proud. At MMC, we really are true blue. MTSU is our hometown team, and your health is our mission. Visit mmclinic.com or call us at 615-893-4480.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Middle Tennessee wins 80-48 over Alcorn State individually. Lady Raiders 3 in double figures. Naz Boulder-Rava, 19 points, just missed the double-double, 9 rebounds. If she had played in the fourth quarter, she would have gotten the double-double. But 19 and 9 for her, 7 of 11 from the field on the night. 19 points for Jalen Gregory, 5 3-pointers in the game, 5 for 12. 19 points, 3 rebounds, and then 17 points for Courtney Blakely, 9 for 9 from the free throw line. And that's one of the things in this kind of game it doesn't show. You want your point guard, you want the person handling the ball to be able to make free throws, especially when a game is on the line.
Make free throws, take care of the ball.
Yep.
End of story. If you do that, you've had a great night as a point guard, and any points that come past that are gravy.
8 points for Alina Enrique, 6 rebounds on the afternoon, then 7 points for Tamia Scott, 3 of 8 from the field. And then Jada Harrison off the bench, 9 points for her and 7 rebounds as well. So I think she had some very solid minutes, especially in the second half.
Well, we need Jada to have solid minutes. We need to have the ability, the trust factor to be able to go to Jada, even if it's just for a minute or two at a time, to give Courtney a little bit of a breather. Courtney Blakely is a high-level athlete, but, you know, you still get fatigued playing X number of minutes, depending upon the matchup as well. If you have somebody that has a Courtney Blakely to go against our Courtney Blakely that can sort of get with her about 94 feet, now she starts changing the conditioning factor quite a bit. She starts taking a little bit more wind out of her sails. So we need a Jada Harrison to be able to step up and play a couple of minutes at a time.
Also playing time, Kabiernik got a rebound in her time. Emily Monson got on the scoring column, a point, a couple of rebounds. Gracie Dodgen with a rebound. Anna Milanovic with a rebound. Also Mason and Hamby got into the game, as well as Savannah Davis. So got pretty much all the way down the list.
Yeah, and again, to look at Nos, to talk about another stat that you and I talked about off the air, plus minus 37. Plus 37 for Nos. I mean, that's pretty strong.
That's pretty strong. Well, I mean, there you go. Blakely plus 33, Gregory plus 34. So that's getting it done.
Yeah, and again, and I used the word earlier, complete. Yep. I thought this was a complete performance.
Yep. Needed it. Getting ready for another relatively quick turnaround now. Tuesday night, Tennessee Tech rolling in for a 6:30 tip-off.
Well, and Coach Ensel brought it up, and he's right. Tech will come in here. This will be a big game for them. In the grand scheme of things, as you look down the schedule, human nature will be, it's not Tennessee, but you play to that standard. You have to have that standard to be able to get where you want to go. And so now your attention, it had to get focused on Alcorn State after you lost to Tennessee. Now you've beaten Alcorn State, and now you've got to be ready to give Tennessee Tech your best shot. That's what playing to a standard means. It doesn't have anything to do with who's next on the schedule. It's about who we are and how we prepare and how we play.
Well, who's next is Tennessee Tech. It's
That's
a 6:30 tip-off on Tuesday night here at the Murphy Center. Airtime 6 o'clock. Hope you'll be with us. Thanks, Kyle Turnham, as always. And I'm Joe Fisher. Thank you for joining us. Middle Tennessee 80, Alcorn State 48. We'll see you Tuesday night for Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Thanks for joining us for this broadcast of the 50th season of Middle Tennessee State University women's basketball. Today's broadcast was presented by Window World of Murfreesboro, the official window and exterior remodeling company of Blue Raider Athletics. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, official team physicians for Blue Raider Athletics. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford, the official hospital partner for MTSU Athletics. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. And by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. Fans don't let fans drive drunk. The proceeding has been a Van Wagner presentation of the Blue Raider Network.